Decepticons, attack!
Hey everyone, Soundwave here. Today we're going to be taking a look at Combiner Wars Scavenger. This is the second to last part of all of these Constructicon reviews before we can form the Mighty Devastator. So, as always, we're going to take a quick look at the details. Got some nice purple plastic there for the treads. Lots of molded and sculpted detailing over there. Got a nice Decepticon symbol on the underside, as well as here after the canopy. Got a nice silver there for the piston on the bucket there. Very nicely detailed excavator mode. And he does have treads, but he also has these rolling wheels on the bottom, so he can roll very nicely. And the bucket can move up and down, and it can swivel as well. So there you have that. And for size comparisons, we got a lot to do today. We got 86 Prime. We have concept art Megs. Scrapper. Mix Master. Long Haul, Hook, and finally, Scaven, his Revenge of the Fallen counterpart. And you are not going to see this for the robot mode comparison because he's seen better days, so I'm not going to transform him for the robot mode comparison. To get Scavenger into his robot mode, first thing you're going to want to do is collapse the bucket back. Take the treads, just fold them down to the sides. Take this panel right here, flip it down, fold up his head, close it back up. Take this section right here, fold it in and tab it in. Shift this up, flip out the hand. Do the same on the other side while also folding in this canopy. Flip that out. You want to take this section right here and unpeg it like so. It pegs in very securely. You're going to want to take this entire crotch assembly and just snap it in. Make sure these hip joints snap into place. Extend the tread, fold out the feet, extend the tread, fold out the feet. Let's get him standing, and there we have Scavenger in robot mode. And he looks a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, he looks a little weird, especially that mouth plate there. Look, it looks a little weird. But again, I love the silver on these guys' head sculpts there, with the nice red for the visor, silver there for the chest, red for the abs, red for the shoulders. I mean, nice blue there for the waist and the legs. Purple. Getting my colors mixed up today. It's nice there, black there for the wrists. And on the back, snap the bucket there and collapse on the back. Yeah. He looks pretty good, but a little weird, but still pretty good. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, so you can wiggle it around. You can look up about that far. You can look down that far. Head can do a full 360. Arms can rotate, do a full 360. Can move in and out. It shift up and down due to transformation. Does have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow with some elbow rotation due to that being on a ball joint. This can move up and down due to transformation. Nothing at the waist, but like due to the way he transforms, that's not really possible. Legs can move forward that far, back not that far, outward, can do the full splits, thigh rotation, but a little less than 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and you just get a pivot. Posability is limited, but on par with these Constructicons. For accessories, I like to have him and Bone Crusher wielding these giant missile pods, and I'll tell you why that is in part 7. And I just knocked everything over. I like to have him and Bone Crusher wielding these big missile pods, which I will explain why I like to have that be in part 7. Yeah, but he can hold it effectively, but it is a little heavy for the ball joints in his arms, and it just flops down. But yeah, he can hold the missile pods and just like fire away at any unfortunate Autobots. And for size comparisons, here we have 86 Prime, Sunstart Megatron, we got Scrapper, Mix Master, Long Haul, got Hook, and I know I said I wasn't going to do this guy for the robot mode comparisons, but I changed my mind. Here we have Revenge of the Fallen counterpart with the DNA kit. I have the DNA kit on mine. So there you go. To get Scavenger back into his vehicle mode, then want to fold down this panel, flip in the head, close it up, flip in the head, fold this back, shift all this down, and make sure it tabs in at various. Well, before we do that, we're gonna undo the crotch section right here, snap that in, and you don't want to. You want to unhook these sections right here and just let the legs dangle down like that. Now we can close all this up. There's a tab there and a tab there, which broke on mine, but it still fits in. And we're gonna do the same on the other side. We're just gonna fold all this up and make sure to get this canopy section folded up as well. We're gonna just take all this, fold it in. There we go. Now let's turn our attention to the treads. I want to collapse the treads, fold in the feet, make sure they snap in. Collapse the treads, fold in the feet, make sure they snap in. You're going to make sure that these two tabs line up with these slots right here. And you're going to want to make sure those tabs line up as well. Just get all that tabbed in. And then last thing you want to do is extend the bucket. And there we have Scavenger back in vehicle mode. So there you have Combiner Wars Scavenger. Yeah, he's a good figure. But we only have one more Constructicon left to go before we can combine all these guys together and form the Mighty Devastator. So I will leave a link down to his original video in the description before it is eventually deleted. And I will see you next time when we do the final part of this series, which will be Bone Crusher.